episode of Creative Writing Advice with me, JJ Barnes. If you don't know me, I am JJ. Oh, get it the right way up. I am the author of How to Write a Story. It's a good start today. I am the author of How to Write a Story, and it is a book where I take you from the beginning of your story through the midpoint to the climax. I cover everything in between, and I try to basically inspire you and give you the confidence to get your story out into the world. If at any point you see like a weird thing going this way and that way across the bottom of the screen, it might be cut out, I'm not sure. My cat is, I'm going to show you. My cat is walking up and down, so you might see his tail doing this. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to write in a 3-act structure. I'll explain what a 3-act structure is, why it works for your story, and I'm going to be referencing the film Jumanji. So a 3-act structure, that is where you launch your conflict, you deal with your conflict, and you resolve your conflict. So a really popular way of describing this is you send your character up a tree, you throw rocks at him, and then you have to bring him back down the tree. So that is going up into your conflict, all the conflict and the tension happening, and then having to resolve it so we can get back down again. And that's a really simple way of looking at it, and it's really useful to remember it because it will guide you through your story. So Act 1, send him up the tree. Act 2, throw rocks at him. And Act 3, get him down again. So what I'll talk about is the film Jumanji. So in Jumanji, the going up the tree is getting the board game. The story begins when they get the game, they open it up, they roll the dice, the little characters move around, and that is how it all starts. As soon as they start playing the game, they have been shoved up that tree. They have got no way of getting down again because now the rocks are being thrown at them, which is all the chaos of the game. And you can see it. We'll tell you what, we'll do it from the kids' perspective, not older kids, the later in time kids, because the 3-act structure for the Robin Williams character, it starts earlier, but anyway. The kids, because Robin Williams is already up the tree when they go up. You know what I mean. So the kids, they start playing the game. They are thrown up that tree. Now you're throwing rocks at them. So you've got the hunter coming out the game. You've got the lion in the bedroom. You've got the spiders. You've got the big mosquito things. That is the rocks being thrown at them. That is the mid-act. That is Act 2. Things are going on. Chaos is happening. So then you have to try and get them down the tree, which is resolving it again, which is finishing the game. And then being able to say Jumanji, and everything goes back in, whoosh, 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 right? Think of your story like that, and it works for any story because you throw your character up a tree with the inciting incident. That is what sends them on their journey. That is what either they decide to go and get something, so they become motivated to get what they want, or like in Jumanji, it kind of happens to them, but then they become motivated because of that happening. So in Jumanji, they become motivated to survive and, finish the game. You throw your character up the tree, the inciting incident starts them on their journey, they are then up there. Act 2 is where most of the entertainment is going to happen, so that's when all the drama, all the action, everything is going on, the challenges, the obstacles, the trying and failing, the relationships, everything is going on in Act 2. And Act 3 is when you scorch yourself towards the climax. So up, 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 conflict getting worse, 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 worse. Midpoint, that's when they're up the tree and everything is happening. And then you start going down again towards your climax when it's resolved. I think in my head this makes sense. And it's, as I say, the reason a 3-act structure is so useful for your story is because it's like a tent that you build your story around. Like they're the tent poles. So you've got your tent material is the story you want to tell. It's all your characters, it's all the ideas you've got, everything. And the tent poles give it structure and make it work. Now, just tent poles alone, so just structure with no personality and no interest. Yes, it will be a structure, but it's not going to work very well. It's not going to be brilliant because it's just a structure. It's boring. The personality and the interest and the ideas and the excitement come from the story that's draped over the top of it. But the structure gives it a framework to keep it moving. It keeps it entertaining. It gives also your audience a sense of understanding because We all watch films and read books that use this 3-act structure, so we feel, even if we don't know what's going on, and even if we don't, or we know what's going on, but we don't know what's going to happen, we don't know how it's going to be resolved, it lets us feel like the storyteller is in control and it will be resolved. They aren't drifting. Because the worst thing you can do is just to have your characters drifting along, and then your audience is like, well, how long is this going on for? What's going on? Why is it happening? I've stopped caring because there's no clear control of this story. Whereas if you launch your story, have your entertainment, and then resolve your story, everybody feels like, right, I get why I'm here. The storyteller obviously gets why they're here. They know what they're doing. They are in control of the story, so I can just relax and enjoy it. So yes, that is why I think you should use a 3-act structure. I mean, there are schools of thought on this, and some people have like multiple act structures, and a 4-act structure is a very common, slightly different alternative by using the midpoint of your act 2 as a split, and it is a full split, so you've got 4 acts, but it essentially does the same thing. It's just a different way of thinking about it. But a 3-act structure works really, really well for both books, film, and TV episodes, so it's transferable, and yeah, it gives you control over your story because you know what you're doing. You just follow your path. Your audience feels your control over the story so they can relax and enjoy it, and it just, yeah, it keeps your story moving and helps it flow. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. If you subscribe to my channel, I bring out a video every Monday, Wednesday and Friday covering different topics of writing. You can go to my website, which is jjbarnes.co.uk, and over there you'll find links to my blog where I do more writing advice. There's also my books and my film and TV work and my art, all my social media, so you can come and chat to me there. Comment below with your favourite 3-act structure story. I've talked before in another video of these, I talked about Die Hard, and that is that's a really good one because you put John McClane up the tower, you throw terrorists at him, and then you get him down again, and so it's like a really actual, like a tree that you can use. But talk to me, what is your favourite 3-act structure story and why? So I will be back again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.